Good morning guys, my name is Anurag. In this lecture, we are going to learn about trigonometric leveling which is unit number 6 as per the SPPU syllabus for advanced surveying. Okay? So let's start. The very first thing, the definition of trigonometric leveling. It is a process of determining the differences of elevation of stations from observed vertical angle and known distances, that is horizontal distances, which are assumed to be either horizontal or geodetic lines at mean sea level. The vertical angle may be measured by means of an accurate theodolite, and the horizontal distance may either be measured or computed by geodetic observations. Okay. So what exactly this statement means? Suppose A and B obviously on the ground. The aim of our topic is to find this elevation difference between those 2 points by measuring horizontal distance d and vertical angle theta. So again, what is the aim of our topic, or what is the aim of trigonometric leveling? We have to find the elevation difference between 2 points A and B, that is H, by measuring horizontal distance d and vertical angle theta. Alright, we will be measuring this horizontal distance d either by measurements, or we can compute them by using geodetic observations, and we will going to measure the angle theta by accurate theodolites. Okay. Now, trigonometric leveling is used when the distance between A and B is much greater. For this, now the two main concepts are necessary. The two concepts are the effect of curvature and the effect of diffraction. We have learned this in basic surveying, but we are going to refresh our knowledge about the two things. Okay. So what is curvature corrections? All of us know that the shape of Earth is oblate spheroid. What? Oblate spheroid. For shorter distance, we can consider the surface of Earth as flat, but as we go further and further, we have to consider the curvature effect, right? So now, if my level is at point A and I want to take a staff reading at point B, okay, this is the center of Earth. Now the horizontal line from A will meet at this point, so my staff will read H dash. Suppose this will be a 10 meter, just assume, but actual staff reading at B should be measured from level line. Let this be A dash, let this be H. So what we are going to see is that actual reading or correct reading should be H, but what are we actually measuring at this site is H dash, that's 10 meter. So let us assume this H is 5 meter. Okay, that means our error is positive, okay, and correction should be negative, right? The effect of curvature is therefore the objects sighted are made to appear lower in position than they are in real position. What do you mean by this? For this, we will see one example. Let this is the level, okay, and this is the ground surface. This is 5 meter, 10 meter, 5 meter. So if the staff reading is lower, the point will appear at higher side, and if the reading is more, the object will sight lower than the position. Okay, so if my reading will be at 10 meter, which is the original one, then object will be sighted lower, but my actual reading should be 5, which is much higher than the observed position. Okay, are you getting this? So this is the effect of curvature correction. Now the effect of refraction correction. We all know that the ray of light never travels in a straight line. It bends or it refracts due to various reasons like change in density of the atmosphere. Okay, so what is the effect of curvature? Sorry, what is the effect of refraction? Now suppose my level is at this place. Okay, I have to measure staff reading at B. This is my horizontal line. This should be my actual reading, right? There is no curvature effect, there is no refraction effect right now, but light ray of light never travel in straight line. It will bend like this. Okay, so I will measure this h, which should be equal to 5 meter. Let's assuming this. Here what should be my correct reading? 10 meter, and what I'm observing is 5 meter. So the effect of refraction is completely opposite of effect of curvature, right? So let's moving on to other topic. Now moving on to the next part, that is terrestrial refraction. Okay, so in this part we have to find out the correction for refraction. Consider point A and point B on the ground, separated by the distance d, horizontal distance d. Point A and point B subtend the angle theta at the center of the earth. Okay. Now let's discuss this diagram, okay, or try to understand this diagram. A dash is the horizontal line at point A, B1 is the horizontal line at B. Okay, A and B, this straight line is the actual line of sight, but due to refraction, this curved line A dash, A and B, this pink one, this is the line of sight due to curvature effect. Okay, so here it is, the thing is that this straight line should be the actual line of sight, but due to refraction, this curved line, pink one, is observed line of sight. Okay, now this is the level line at point B, same like this is level line at A. Okay, this h is the vertical height between the point A and B, this one, and this chocolatey line A dash is tangential to this curve, and B dash is tangential to this curve. R is the angle of refraction, and here it is also angle of refraction. Okay, alpha 1 is the observed angle, that is angle of elevation at A, and alpha 2 is the angle of deflection at point B. Now what actually we are going to do in this example is that this alpha 1 is the observed angle, okay, but actual angle should be BAO dash, this yellow, which one? BAO dash. So our aim is to find this yellow angle. What will the yellow one? Alpha 1 minus R, in a simple case, right? So true angle of elevation is BAO dash at A, BAO dash, this yellow mark. Okay, it is equal to A dash AO, A dash AO, this whole minus this part, that is A dash AO dash minus O dash AB, means this minus this part will be this. Here it is given alpha 1 minus R. So true angle of elevation is BAO dash is equal to alpha 1 minus R. Similarly, for this at point B, there will be a true angle of depression, and true angle of depression will be AB2. This AB2 will be the true angle of depression. Okay, AB2, which will equal to R plus alpha 2. All right. So true angle of depression is alpha plus R2. Alpha 2 plus R. In this way, the correction for refraction is additive to the angle of elevation and subtractive to the angle of elevation, right? It is additive for the diffraction and negative or subtractive at the angle of elevation. All right. So now moving to the next part, coefficient of refraction, that is M. Coefficient of refraction. Coefficient of refraction is equal to angle of refraction divided by angle subtended at the center of earth, that is this R divided by theta. Okay, R is equal to M theta. The value of M varies from 0.06 to 0.09 depending upon the time of the day and climatic conditions, but generally we assume it to be 0.07 if not given. Okay. Now actually we will see the conditions. There are two conditions for correction of refraction. One is when D is small and H is large. Okay, when d is small and h is large. Here again alpha 1 is the angle of elevation and alpha 2 is the angle of depression. The first condition is this h is small and d is large. Sorry, when d is small and h is large. Okay, this for condition number 1 is when distance d is small and h is large. Now consider triangle A B O dash. Okay, A B O dash, A B B2, A B B2 will be equal to alpha 2 plus r, again this one, and angle BAO dash, BAO dash will be equal to this yellow one, that is alpha 1 minus r. Now consider this B2 BA plus AB theta 1, that is this angle plus this angle. This is a straight line, so this plus this will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, B2 BA plus ABO dash will be equal to 180 degree, and in this triangle ABO dash, the sum of angles should be 180 degree. Therefore ABO dash plus BAO dash plus BO dash A will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, now BAO dash, okay, this is done. Okay, so from this two statement we can say that B2 BA is equal to angle BO dash plus angle AO dash B. From this two statement we can say that angle B2 BA is equal to angle BAO dash plus angle AO dash B. Now B2 BA is nothing but alpha 2 plus r. Okay, just it is in reverse order, that these two angles are same. B2 BA, okay, this one is alpha 2 plus r, angle BAO dash is alpha 1 minus r, and angle AO dash B, that is AO dash B will be theta. By simplifying we get r is equal to theta by 2 minus alpha 2 minus alpha 1 upon 2. Here r is refraction correction, theta is angle subtended at the center of the earth, alpha 2 is alpha 2 and alpha 1 angle of depression and angle of elevation respectively. Okay. Now further modifying, we know that r is equal to m theta. See here the equation is same. Okay, now r is equal to m theta. By further simplifying we can say that alpha 2 is equal to alpha 1 plus theta 1 minus 2m. In this way the observed angle of depression always exceed the angle of elevation by the amount theta 1 minus 2m. Alright. Now in second condition, that is when distance d is large and h is small. In this case we can say that alpha 1 alpha 2 are both angle of depression. Okay, so the sign will change here. The formula will be same, but r is equal to theta by 2 minus alpha 2, here plus sign will be given. What was in other case? In previous case it was minus, just we have changed the sign of alpha 1, it will be plus for this case now. And again putting r is equal to m theta, we get alpha 2 minus alpha 1 is equal to theta 1 minus 2m. Okay. Now moving to the next part, correction for curvature. Now see here, at point A, this alpha 1 is measured with respect to AO1 or AO dash. Okay, but actually this alpha 1 should be measured from AA1. So we have to add this angle theta by 2. Therefore alpha 1 should be equal to this therefore the angle of elevation at A should be equal to alpha 1 plus theta by 2. That means for the angle of elevation the correction for curvature is positive. And see at here B, alpha 2 is measured with respect to O1 B2, but it should be measured with respect to BB dash. Okay, so we have measured this angle alpha 2, but we have to consider only this part. So beta 1 should be, or alpha 2 should be equal to this alpha 2 minus theta by 2. Then will we get this corrected angle of depression. Therefore for beta 1, here is written alpha 2, but it should be beta 1. Therefore beta 1 should be equal to this alpha 2 minus theta by 2. That means for the angle of depression, the curvature correction should be negative. Okay. Now, after combining correction for curvature and refraction correction, we get a common formula or combined formula, that is combined correction for refraction and curvature should be is equal to 1 minus 2m upon 2r sine of 1 second. This will give result in seconds. Okay, seconds. Sine of 1 second, we are dividing this equation by sine of 1 second just to convert radians into seconds. Okay. Now we all know that why the signals are placed at the or erected at the stations, just to gain the intervisibility between the two stations. But if the height of instrument at one station and height of signal at another one are not same, there might be some corrections which are known as the axis signal correction. See here, if there are 2 points on the ground, point A and point B, S1 is the height of signal at A and S2 is the height of signal at B. H1 is the height of instrument at A and H2 is the height of instrument at B. Alpha is the observed angle of elevation at A and beta is the observed angle of deflection at B. Then delta 1, that is the axis signal for angular correction at A, will be equal to S2 minus H1 upon d sine of 1 second, and axis signal angular correction at B will be equal to S1 minus H2 upon d sine of 1 second. Okay, so observe here that for delta 1, height of signal at station B is taken and height of instrument at the station itself is taken. Again for delta 2, height of staff of the opposite station is taken and height of instrument of the same station is taken. Okay. Now after finding delta 1 and delta 2, we are going to apply these corrections to observed angle alpha and beta, and we will get the correct alpha and beta, alpha 1 and beta 1. But keep in mind that while calculating the observation angle for elevation, we have to subtract this correction, and while calculating the angle of depression, we have to add this axis signal correction. Now coming to the last part of the topic, that is problems on determining the elevation difference. In this trigonometric leveling, there are two cases. The first one is single observation and second is double observation, or it is also called as reciprocal observation. In single observation, we either observe the single angle, that is angle of elevation, or the angle of depression, and double observation we determine both the angles, that is angle of elevation and angle of depression. In single observation, we are going to use either of these formula, either H is equal to d sine of alpha 1 minus m theta plus theta by 2 upon cos of alpha 1 minus m theta plus theta, or this one. If the given angle of if the given is the angle of elevation, we are going to this one, and if the given angle is angle of depression, we are going to use this equation. Okay. And in case of double observation, the formula is d into sine of beta 1 plus minus alpha 1 upon 2 cos of beta 1 plus minus alpha 1 upon 2 plus theta by 2. Here we are going to use the positive sign if the alpha is angle of elevation and negative sign if the alpha is the angle of depression. But note one thing important, in this double observation equations or method, this is alpha 1 and beta 1, that means the given angle will be in alpha and beta just. Okay, alpha and beta. We have to apply the axis signal correction to obtain alpha 1 and beta 1, and then alpha and beta 1 will be used in this equation. So just one rapid division, axis signal correction, delta 1 is equal to S2 minus H1 upon d sine of 1 second, and delta 2 is equal to S1 minus H2 upon d sine of 1 second. Again, coefficient of refraction formula, theta minus beta 1 plus alpha 1 upon 2 theta, and refraction correction, theta by 2 minus beta 1 minus alpha 1 upon 2, or this one, depending upon the d and h, the magnitude of both of them. Alright, so moving to the problem. This is problem of single observation. Let the angle of depression to P at Q is 1 degree 45 minutes 32 seconds, that is Q is at higher point and we are looking down towards P. Okay, so this is angle of depression. Height of instrument at Q is 1.18 meter, height of signal at P is 4.22 meter, horizontal distance between P and Q is 6945 meter, coefficient of refraction, that is M, is 0.07, if RL of point Q is 345.32 meter, then find the RL of P. That is, RL of Q is given. Suppose this is benchmark. RL of Q is 345.32 meter. We have to find the RL of P. Means we have to find this height. So we will be requiring this height H. Okay. The formula for the height H is, now see here this angle of depression is given, so we are going to use this formula: d sine of beta 1 plus m theta minus theta by 2 cos of beta 1 plus m theta minus theta. Okay, we are going to use this formula. Now what are the requirement for this formula? Let's check. Again, first of all, we will be determining the axis signal correction, that is delta s minus h upon d sine of 1 second. S is staff reading, S is the height of signal, which is 4.22, h is the height of instrument 1.18, d is the distance, that is 6.45 meter, and sine of 1 second. This is equal to 90.28 seconds. Now there are two things written down here. Sine of 1 second, r sine of 1 second is 30.88 meter. Okay, we will requiring another case, and now this value, we get this value in terms of second, 90.28 seconds. We have to convert it in minutes, so we will be dividing this value divided by 60. We will get this value in minutes and second. This 90.28 second divided by 60 will get 1 minute 30.28 second. Now as we know, this angle of depression, therefore corrected angle will be beta plus theta. If this will be an angle of elevation, then here it will be a minus sign. Okay, so beta plus theta, that is 1 degree 45 minutes 32 second plus 1 minute 30.28 second. Don't add 1 minute in 1 degree. Be cautious here. Okay, we have to add 45 minutes and 1 second and 32 seconds and 30.28 seconds. Now we'll be requiring the theta value. So now theta is d upon r sine of 1 second, that's 694.30.88. This is, you have to remember, r sine of 1 second is always 30.88 meter. Okay, since the value of r is 6370 kilometer. 6945 divided by 3, again we will get this value in second. By dividing by 60, we will get it in minute and second. And theta by 2, dividing this value by 2. Okay, therefore h is equal to d sine of this equation. Just put d 6945 meter, beta 1 we know corrected value of beta, m theta, m is 0.07, and m theta we will get directly m theta, m into 3 minutes 44.9 second, that is, it is multiplied by theta. So just we have to put the equations and we will get the answer 213.04 meter. Now this is the elevation difference between point P and Q. What they have asked is the RL of point P. Now consider, refer this figure again. Q is at this point, P is at this point. RL of Q, that is its height from benchmark, is 345.32 meter. It is given. Okay, we have to determine this height H. Now this height capital H we have calculated from figure equation 213.04 meter. We have to determine this height. Therefore this minus this would be this one. Therefore H is equal to 345.32 minus 213.04 meter, that is equal to, check what is the equation, 345.32 minus 213.04 meter, that is 132.28 meter. Therefore RL of point P is 132.28 meter. Okay, this is for single elevation. Now if the angle of elevation will be given, there will be two changes. First one, after calculating delta, that is axis signal correction, alpha 1 will be alpha minus delta, and second change will be in this equation. We will be requiring this one, minus plus sign, they are different. Okay, now going forward, reciprocal observation. Okay, reciprocal observation. Here two readings, that is two angles will be given: angle of elevation of B at A and angle of depression from A at B. Okay, height of instrument, height of signal, height of instrument, height of signal, everything is given. Find the elevation difference between A and B, and also find the coefficient of recreation. Take r sine 1 second is equal to 30.88 meter. Again, the first step will be the determining axis signal correction, that is delta 1 is equal to s2 minus h1 upon d sine of 1 second, and delta 2 is equal to s1 minus s2 upon d sine of 1 second. In previous problem, we have to just determine a single axis of correction cause only one angle was given. Here both the angles are given, therefore we will be requiring both the axis in correction. Okay, so after determining the axis in correction, alpha 1 will be alpha minus delta 1 and beta 1 will be beta plus delta 2. Again, angle of elevation axis in correction is always negative, and for depression it is always positive. Okay? Central angle theta is equal to d r sine of 1 second. What is central angle theta? Again, if A and B are the 2 points, okay, on ground, this is the center of earth, this is theta. Okay, this is d upon r sine of 1 second. Everything is given. So the formula is for reciprocal leveling is h equal to d sine of alpha 1 plus beta 1 upon 2 cos of beta 1 plus alpha 1 2 plus theta by 2. Since alpha is the angle of elevation, therefore we are going to use plus sign. If the alpha if even the alpha was angle of depression, then we have to use the minus sign. In the same formula, we have to put all the equations and all the values. We will get h is equal to 89.19 meter. Use this formula. R is equal to theta by 2 minus beta 1 minus alpha 1 2. We get, by putting the values, we get the value of R. So coefficient of refraction is m is equal to R upon theta. We get 0.9113. Now here again, R value of R was 2 minutes 23.427 second, and value of theta was 157.384 seconds. Now this is minutes and second, this is purely in seconds. So dividing, you have to first convert this value in terms of minutes. For this, we will require to divide this value by 60, and we will get this thing in minutes. 2 minutes 34.840 seconds. Then dividing this by this value, we will get 0.9113. Okay, that is all for the reciprocal leveling. Hope you understand. Feel free to comment any difficulties if there. Thank you.